Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I ask one more question when it comes to boxing. Who is greater between legendary fighters Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard? Now, this question is very debatable. I mean, they're both great fighters. I'm going to give you some of their stats, some of their figures. So let's start off with the greatest of all times in my eyes, Muhammad Ali. Not just because what he did in the ring, but what he did outside the ring. And, you know, the cause for why he used to fight. He used to fight for all the black people. Okay, so let's look at Muhammad Ali. He had 61 fights. He won 56 with 37 knockouts. He lost 5 and he got knocked out once. Okay, his key wins were against Sonny Liston. Oh, it was amazing when he beat Liston. He said, I loved his sort of predictability quotes. He says, I'm going to beat him in 8 to prove that I'm great. He wanted to go to heaven, so I took him in 7. It's amazing. This guy was amazing. I love Muhammad Ali. He was such an iconic figure. So his key wins against Sonny Liston. He beat Sonny Liston twice actually. In the first time he beat him in 7 rounds. And you know, he had to give up on the stool, Sonny Liston. And then in the second fight, Muhammad Ali beat him in the first round with the famous anchor punch that he learned from Jack Johnson, who was a great fighter from the past. So okay, so Muhammad Ali, his key wins were against Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier. He actually lost to Joe Frazier the first time. I remember that great left hook Joe Frazier game in the 15th round. But as fast Muhammad Ali went down, he got back up. And he broke his chin. That's kind of the warrior-like mentality, the big heart he used to have. Okay, so then he lost the first match to Frazier, then beat him twice. That was amazing. Ken Norton as well. He lost to Ken Norton once. I remember Ken Norton broke his chin. Same kind of the way Joe Frazier did. But Muhammad Ali came around and beat him. And then George Foreman. The great match that Muhammad Ali had against George Foreman. Where Muhammad Ali beat him in the 8th round and got KO. Unbelievable. People were like their doctors and everything, you know, to help rescue Muhammad Ali. Because everybody thought Ali would lose. But Ali had that in-depth. He had that self-confidence and he did the rope-a-dope. It was amazing. Muhammad Ali, you are truly the greatest of all times. Okay, major titles held where he's a 3-time world heavyweight champion, WBA world heavyweight champion, and also WBC. Now let's look at Sugar Ray Leonard. And Sugar Ray Leonard met Muhammad Ali in this interview that I watched, and he goes, "Hello daddy." He respects Muhammad Ali so much. It's like, you're my daddy, you are the, you know, I followed you. Okay, let's look at Sugar Ray Leonard's record. Okay, he had 40 fights, 136 with 25 knockouts, lost 3 fights, and he got knocked out once. Okay, big wins were, oh come on, we can never forget that marvelous fight against marvelous Marvin Hagler. And then also he had famous wins against Tommy Hearns, Robert Duran, and Wilfred Benitez. Major titles held 6 times in 5 different weight divisions, which made him, you know, one of the contenders for the best pound-for-pound fighters of all times. WBC welterweight champion, WBA welterweight champion, WBA junior middleweight champion, WBC middleweight champion, WBC super middleweight champion, WBC light heavyweight champion. Bloody hell, that wasn't easy to say, but right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave the decision to you. I'll give you some of the stats, and who do you guys think who would win in their prime between these two great fighters? I mean, there's a lot of people out there who believe Muhammad Ali is the greatest. There's some people who say Sugar Ray Leonard's a beast and maybe he can win. I have to admit, Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the fastest boxers I've ever seen in my life. Damn, that guy had speed, man. This guy in his prime would KO Floyd Mayweather. But like I said, man, it's so hard to compare fighters of the past because they were in different categories. Now, Sugar Ray Leonard was never a heavyweight. The highest he got was light heavyweight. But Muhammad Ali, I just think he's just too smart for every fight. He would have talked Leonard and he would have said to him, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. And even if you think you're going to beat me, you're going to wake up in the morning and apologize. So, I don't know, you know, I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do you guys think who would win between Muhammad Ali? I personally think Muhammad Ali would win on points against Sugar Ray Leonard. Possibly a knockout in the later stages, but I think Ali would win on points. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching, and peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by way of unanimous decision, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.